Okay, this is Greg looking at the camera this time with my story. I'm teaching here in the Middle East, and I have a story from Venezuela. And I was teaching in Venezuela at a small school. I was the chaperone with the high school, and we went to the Orinoco Delta, which is in the Amazon, and all these different, about a week long. We're with all these students, and I remember that my favorite story. We're sitting at dinner with all the students, and there's these two German guests, and they were sitting at their little table, and they had their hoods up in the middle of the jungle. They have these hoods over their heads, and they're sort of sipping soup and drinking a little drink. And I was like, "What's going on?" And I speak German, so I went over to them and I said, "Hey guys, I saw you around. Are you guys okay? Having a good time here? Our students aren't bothering you, are they?" And they told me the story. They were going on a fishing trip for piranha, and we're on the this is like the Nile, like the no, excuse me, the Amazon, not the Nile. We're on the Amazon at the northern part, and they have piranhas. And the kids all learned how to fish for piranha, but these two Germans were out there, and they were with a guide, and they're in their little itty bitty boat. And the one guy, the guide takes them over to the side of the river, and the guide goes trotting down the trail because he had to relieve himself. And the two guys are just fishing from the side. Okay, they're fishing for piranha. And next thing you know, the guy comes running out. He's like, ah, ah, and he comes running right between them, and he dives right in the water between the two guys fishing. And they're like, what? And next thing you know, there's these bees. He's like, the bees! And there's these bumblebees following him. And it's like Crash Bandicoot or something, right? From the old days. Anyway, the two Germans are like, the bees! And they dive in the water of the piranhas too. So the piranhas are in the water, and the guys are in the water, and the bees are flying all around. One guy put his hood up to get the bees away from him. He got the bees in his hood. He got stung all over his head. And that's why the two Germans were sitting at dinner so quietly. That's my chaperone story from Venezuela.